Hello, hello, everybody. How you guys doing? Kind of in the middle of something because it took a lot longer than I thought it was going to be. But we'll see it right here. Got into the 24-man. Was hoping for something a little lower, but here we are. But I'm struggling, mostly because I have no idea what I'm doing on freaking Sage right now. Other than I do have cardio up, I'm not that dumb. Okay, so I need to go back here. There we are. Okay, good. I'll go right in this corner to give them a lot of extra space. Since I'm not moving. Uh-oh. I don't think my co-healer is doing that hot either. Being absolutely honest, I'm using a lot more Panheima than I am Mahaima. I go back here. I know I'm gonna have to change it. Oh dear. Oh, Fine. Sprint. I'm holding two buttons, that's why. Yeah, he's already been res, so I'm not gonna waste my MP then. Oh man, this is my first time I've touched Sage in like a hot minute. And I mean that in all the wrong ways. Okay, so the front here is going to be safe in a minute. Like right in front of her. Oh, I say that, and then there's someone there. Ah! That's not what I want to do, but that's okay. I keep forgetting that I have Caracoli. Because I'm so used to that symbol on Scholar. Which equals, put this down on floor, and I don't like relying on people to do the right thing. Not here anyway. They keep running into the freaking wall, too. It's not just my party that does that, either. Oh, I have one of each of those? Yeah, I'm not wasting my MP on the resin the dead healer at the end of the battle. But Breeze, you'll recharge your MP by the time you get to the next part. Yeah, sure. But then he has weakness. I mean, like, it looks like the red mage or one of the other healers rezzed him. He has weakness now. I'd rather him not have weakness. Let's be real here. Let's be absolutely real. I'm doing this for his benefit, not just mine. Also, I forgot to open up chat. You guys forget to tell me everything, man. Oh, there's two certifieds. Certified Himbo and certified Twink. Okay, so they're probably together. Okay. After this, we'll do some MSQ stuff. Oh, actually, we could do, what's it called? The Make It Rain event. So that I don't miss out on another pretty good emote. I think we have a lot of new people too, because they kept getting clipped by some things. I mean, new people or maybe people who just don't remember. I say that as a person who, during the Hansel and Gretel fight, I got clipped by a couple of their moves. Yeah. Heal thyself, physician. Oh my goodness gracious. Let me hit this, because somebody's gonna get clipped. Oh, nothing I could do there. Good. Holos has a shield on it, right? If I remember correctly? Yeah. That's why I popped Holos right after I popped Ixocoli. I don't remember the names of these things, I just know what they do. At least not yet, anyway. Did I touch that? No. I did get touched by something because I had a vulnerability up plus damage. But whatever. Also, let me fill you guys in on a couple things that have happened today. So, I woke up this morning. As you guys all know, I was real freaking tired. So I woke up this morning kind of late. Relatively late. At least for going to work. And I prep myself, wait for the time when the car rental place opens up so I can go turn my car back in. And right before I walk out the door, I start hearing a leaking sound, which I had a previous instance with in this location. It was very scary. I'm gonna hold this. See, I'm ready, so I'll say yes. And I started looking in the place where I thought it might be coming from. It wasn't from there. And I looked somewhere else. And then I started actually listening for actually where it went, or where it came from. And I looked there, and it turns out that my water heater burst. And I was panicking because I'd never had to deal with that before. And I'm sitting there like, what am I doing? What do I do's? And it was a major panic moment, and I need to figure out what was going on. But, you know, it is what it is. And it's been raining heavily because we got a storm coming through soon. Oh, it was a 30-second countdown. Okay. That's fair enough. I just gotta remember that one of my, somebody jumped the gun for 10 seconds. Okay. My co-healer's not here, so I gotta handle some of the healings here. I feel like the cutscene's not that long. You're only getting a shield. I mean, like, I guess a heal too, but... I don't remember to use my phlegmas. But then I went out to go drop off the car in question. And it was raining. And sure, whatever. I brought an umbrella. I was smart. I knew what I was doing. Everything's nice and Gucci until, you know. But that tells me that the healer's new, and that explains why I'm having to carry some of the load here. More so than I thought I would as the shield healer versus his pure healer. But then I walk back with yeah, I'm not doing that. That was a me. And as I walk back in the rain, you know, despite everything else, on. I wanted that. Okay, we got lighter notes going up. Yeah, I'm walking back and the wind just blows all the water at me, so no umbrella could have stopped me from getting wet. Oh, sweet. Okay, good. Actually, considering how many deaths we had, I'm afraid of what's gonna come next. All right. Not any damage coming out right this second. I'm gonna think about this some more because honestly, I don't have to think that much as a tank other than my own safety, or maybe the safety of others. But now I have to think a little bit harder. Where's the tank gonna take her? This way. Good. But that's not the hard part, so we'll see what we do. Red light, green light. Squid game time, let's go. Oh, perfect. What did it say? Oh no, it's red light. Wait, no, that's where I want to be. Man. Oh, now we got lighter notes. Oh boy. Where the red mage is backflipped. Uh-oh. I saw that. I saw that. I saw that. I tried. But I could. The fact that Logan bolides there is like, oh my god. And luckily he's not my tank. Anheima. Oh my god. Caracoli has such a short cooldown. Nope, don't want to stand there. Wow. The ninja's showing off since he had to get rezzed. Man, that was some slide casting there. Oh. Pillar impact. See, will I get knocked away here? Nah, good. That's what I was hoping. And the question is, where will they bend? Okay. I don't know if it's a little early or a little late to be using that. Because this part... Oh, well. Here we go. Hard mode, bitches, let's go. We get Karen there. Try and get Saren. Depends on how fast your Gario decides to cast. Perfect. I missed that entirely. No, I have 4 seconds. And I spent none of it on healing me. Because I was so focused on keeping everybody else up. Ah! It's been so long since I've healed properly. I need to get good. I cannot claim to be anywhere near as... Give myself a shield heal real quick. I have no way of reclaiming my MP right now. At least not that I know of. Good, I only died once. I'm happy. It's alright. Oh. Well then. Your, how's that look again? She looks pretty good. Headband of scouting. I'll grade it. Oh, well then. I'll need it to sell it. The other stuff I'll pass on. I know I've got it. But all of it? Let's see. Oh, I don't have the sound of the end, so I want that. Oh, I'm getting that. Woo! The one thing I didn't have yet. Perfect. But luckily I have all the others, so it's not a big deal. Plus I got all that XPs, boys. Yeah. Let me, you know what? Our tank did really well despite being an off tank. And I got 3 commendations. Despite my garbage play. I mean, like, it was better than my co-healer, but my co-healer also hasn't been in that fight, or that instance before, so I can't blame him. Even if he was good at his role, to not know how the fight goes automatically makes you terrible at whatever fight you're going to be at, so I'm not going to blame him. Not going to blame him. But yeah, let's do this. Let me adjust something here. I just want to make sure that the chat is closer to the camera. I either have to fix where the camera is, which I could figure this out, but for now, and I just want to also not have to click through. I don't need it to be in click-through mode now that it's not on top of my screen. Wonderful. We are in good places. Do I have everything on my bar, by the way? Yeah, I remember seeing Numa there. Gracious. Where's Gracious? Oh, there it is. Yeah, well, no, I put like some of the stuff to kind of match what's on. All right. Let's go do. Well, first let's put the actions up. There we are. Then we teleport. Yeah, like I said, let's do the short time one, the one that I don't have any time to do, quotation marks. You mean the PvP breeze? Ah, shut up about the PvP breeze. I'll get to it when I get to it. But you want them pants. I know I do. Shut up. Shut up. I guess it doesn't start here? Uh-oh. My game's crashing. There it goes. Bye-bye, game. I'll bring it back up in a second. There we go. Oh man, I was starting to put my work password in there. Ugh, today's been a day. Yes, I had to still work from home. It's gonna cost me 1,300. 1,300? No, 11. Close. Cost me 1,100 to fix this stupid water heater. My brain hurts. It hurts something fierce. Alrighty. Back to the game. But yeah. I wonder if it registered my teleport. We'll find out, I suppose. We will find it out. There we are. It is what it is. Yep. Teleport. Huh. One more win. What is that? 8-8? You can see 8. Alright. Well. Oh, that's right. They're I don't get anything from that, do I? Other than more achievement points. Oh yeah, these are all the main quests. This doesn't. Ooh, 20 more and I get the Paladin's Warlion Horn. How close am I for that one? Oof. I'm really far away from Gunbreaker. Gunbreaker! I'm gonna assume... Anyway, that I need to be... in Ul'dah, maybe? That would be my guess, anyway. If I lose out on this one, I will... Oh, there's still this. But yeah, here's the thing. Wait, I know you. You're the case-cracking adventurer who came to our aid in the past. It's me, Ollier. The gold saucer attendant and de facto investigator at your service. It's kind of funny that... Oh, that's another thing I should go back and do, because I didn't do the Stormblood, speaking of investigator, Hildebrand quest, I didn't do the Stormblood one. And I know that he's going to come back now, so I probably should go do that at some point. Though, truth be told, it's your services that we really need, if you can spare the time, that is. What do you say? As you may have realized, we are currently in the midst of the Make It Rain campaign, a yearly festival during which we hold a number of exclusive limited-time events. Though you may be surprised to hear there are still those who have yet to experience all the wonders the saucer has to offer. Thus have we, the staff of the saucer, decided to take our show into town and spread the word. However, there's been one troubling development. Ever since we began this little campaign, one of my colleagues has been visibly out of sorts. Normally, he's the most cheerful of all of us, so let us suffice to say that we're deeply concerned. My colleagues and I have tried to look into the matter ourselves, but I fear that the man is too proud for his own good and refuses to admit anything is the matter. And so, I thought perhaps an accomplished sleuth like yourself might succeed where we have failed? So, what do you say? Thank you, good madam. Your generous offer is most appreciated. The man in question is currently on assignment in Limson Luminsa. I will head there myself shortly after this. Let us rendezvous by the aft castle as soon as you are able. I'm gonna go do this crafting thing that I have set up over there in the corner. I'm just gonna kind of run through it. I'm not even gonna voice act it just because I want to get that done. That's A, relatively old content, and B, not as important. Because honestly, Charmander Dudare is an asshole, and I really don't care for Francel anyway. As much as I love Horchefant's house, Francel, don't get me wrong, he's getting better. He's not as bad as he used to be. But, let's just say I don't really want to deal with it too much. I know this guy, don't I? Piddling knowledge. It's knowledge you need. So that makes it worth something. I'm sorry, good sir. Your knowledge is not important. Why would I need to pay for it? Well, apparently you don't need to talk to, a trader of very grand import, because you've already, played your hand saying that the knowledge is important to you. If you didn't, then maybe you might be able to at least get off with a cheap cost, but that's not what's going to happen here. Are those glasses available anywhere? I don't remember them. And then again, I don't really look for headgear all that often because I've been on Viera for so long that I can't wear most headgear. I know I could wear the glasses in technicality, but I don't think to look for it because I'm looking for hats. Anyway, Jane, can you do me a favor and get me the soda in the fridge? No. It's the big Pepsi one. But thank you. He's already going to and from the kitchen getting milk for himself too, so. Even more props to the guy. He's actually dressed. Except he's dressed up really. Ah, it's Wymond! I knew I forgot.
I think this is the last of
it. Is. This kind of soda actually doesn't have that many bubbles. You want to see? Because I have the nitro version of this thing. This one is nitrogen infused instead of using carbon dioxide. So when you open it up, it's got soft bubbles. It's like drinking sweet beer. Especially the kind of beer that I like, because I like the dark beer. I have. You want to know what? Props. Like I said, I don't like him very much. I still don't like him lane, all too much. But credit where it's due. Credit where it's due. Good use. I like the shock on my face. It was beautiful. It was worth. All right. Yeah, like you weren't drowning in your own stew there. Come on, man. Wait, did I confuse Franchel for somebody else entirely? Because Emmeline is Forton. Who's... Oh, God. Have I been... Oh, dear. Hold on. FF14 Franchel. Did I confuse Franchel for Emmeline? And I forget how to pronounce his name, but, you'll forgive me. But you'll have to forgive me. His face is actually relatively similar. He's just more blonde. He's not even Forton. He's freaking Halientard. Halientard. I don't know. I'm sorry. I never took French. I took Spanish. Let me rephrase that. I speak Spanish. I speak Spanish and I have studied Japanese, so French? Woof. You tell me I could pronounce it just because it's still a Romance language, but I can't do it from the reading because the way that they read their letters is weird. You don't want me to answer that, Elaine? You really don't. Like I said, I confused Frankel for Emmeline. I actually care about Frankel to some degree. Francel, probably, considering, again, French. No, I don't remember that one at all. That might have been something that we did at the start of the firmament. I really wasn't paying attention to that one. Okay, I know Kisara's vibe, but you don't have to tell me about your conquests, freaking dude. And just to make it very clear, she's selectively bi. There's only certain men that she will sleep with, but definitely will sleep with women. And it's only because I'm straight, so I'd rather sleep with women than men. However, I'm going to give a little bit of praise to the little guy real quick. Did you cut that yourself? I'm glad you were careful. You went and got one of those. Actually, Jaden, come show them the kind of ice pop you're eating. I don't know what these are called, really. This way. Ah, there we go. A little bit closer. There we go, like that. So obviously he's got the plastic wrapping on it. And he usually asks me to cut it, but...
But, by the way, you're not supposed to eat plastic, because if you eat a bigger one, it might be.
Where'd you learn that?
From show. I know it's like a kid show, but it was like, it's awesome.
Doesn't matter if it's a kid show. I enjoy watching some kid shows. And there are some people who are wrong, by the way, that say anime is for kids because it's cartoons.
Yeah, I don't.
I mean, do you think JoJo is for kids? Jaden was going nuts when we were watching a little bit of JoJo the other day. When he saw, it's the meme!
What meme?
The 2 times where we saw memes from JoJo happening in the show, you're like, it's the meme! Well, you got the roundabout meme, yeah? And then the other one.
Oh, it was me too?
There you go. We saw it was me Dio, or it was I Dio is what he says, but close enough. And then the roundabout meme. At some point I should play Henry Stickmin on stream. That ought to be fun. The only thing is I watch so many people play Henry Stickmin myself, mostly the girls from Hololive, that I probably know which ones fail and which ones don't. To the point where it might as well just be an RTA stream. Jaden really likes Henry Stickmin too, so. Whoa, wait, hold on a sec. Point being is that I acquainted myself with no small end of prestigious merchants and traders, including those who believe... I dare say more of the few had... Okay. For a second, I thought he was talking... Because he had mentioned about the girls in one of the earlier ones that I was paying attention to. Then all of a sudden talked about daughters. I was like, were you hitting on the mom and the daughter? Are you trying to get to Noyako down there? No. I missed a one in between. You're still hot on Lynette? Seriously? I mean, fair enough. It is a good trade, at least. You know, being called a foppery is, in my brain case, has always been a negative. Hold on. Foppish is probably the root there. Being concerned with one's clothes and appearance in an effective and excessive way. So yeah, I can see how that's a negative terminology. That's the adjective. I assume foppery is the adverb. Typically used of a man. So a woman, man, the sexism in play there. Not saying that it's... I don't want to say reverse sexism because it's not. It'd be sexism one way or the other. But... So, like I said, foppish is usually a negative connotation. So that... But usually used on a man. So a woman who's overly obsessed with her looks and etc., that's fine. No problem with that. When a man is... That guy's a fop. Or at least I assume so. Maybe there's a different term that applies to women that does the same thing. Let me rephrase that or clarify. There's a term that is about as old as being foppish, a word that is that old that would apply, but either way. All right, let's finish turning this one in. Because I have to go to Limsa for the other one anyway. Should we queue up for leveling roulette? As what, though? Yeah, he looks just as young. That's where I think I got thrown off on Francel being Emmeline. You know what? It would seem he found his calling. I'd rather give him that kind of positive reinforcement. Yeah, I'm pretty sure on Roy's keeping him relatively on the straight and narrow. God, that people are so stuck up like that. Oh. This was in Endwalker. Not Endwalker, sorry. Shadowbringers. I mean, even though I kind of carouse with them a lot, being, you know, of the what's it called? Since I'm part of the Maelstrom, I agree that anybody who's outside the Maelstrom itself and outside of the main part of Limsa Lominsa, i.e. the other traders that are traders with a D, by the way, yeah, no, I wouldn't trust them. At least he's got that much pride in himself, and I like it. The positive kind of pride. You know, I said I wasn't going to take too much time here, but... Hey, we're heading to Limsa anyway. See, it was worth it to finish that one part of the quest before we headed off to Limsa for the Make It Rain campaign stuff. Right now, I want it to stop raining. What's this called again? Oh no, I see, okay. But if you let, I think, what's it called? JoeCat had a version of that. What was it called? Hold on, let's see. Can I look it up real quick for you? JoeCat. That's probably because, yeah.
You're not.
Joe Cat. Find it. There we go. Joe Cat is the guy who made the crap guide to Final Fantasy and D&D. So he made a little animation to that music that Jaden was listening to, and I find it to be a little bit more entertaining than the thing he was watching, probably because the animation's a little bit better. Watch for the finish. The finish is funny. Alright. So where are we? Where do we need to go for Make It Rain? Oh! And we should probably finish up that. Yeah, let's do this. We're here anyway. Kisara, sidetracking again? I lie. Shut up. Get used to it. Ah, Kisara. I wish I had better news for you, but the blasphemy continues to elude us. Can you hear me, Commander? This is Whisket. I have an idea how we might be able to take down the blasphemy. Meet me in Costa del Sol as soon as you're able. Well, that sounds promising. I'll tell the Admiral you'll be away for a bit. Godspeed, and be safe out there. What's my last skill I get here? Oh, right, Phantom Rush. Alright, Oliar. What do you have for us, my good boy? I'm not talking about you, Jane. Ah, there you are. Majestic, isn't it? Of all the displays we painstakingly erected, this may be the one that best showcases the sauce's myriad and refined delights. I mean, yeah. That's Mr. Sabertender. And your Sabertender. Mr. Sabertender. As for the fellow I mentioned, that's him right over there. The Senor Sabertender? It keeps spinning in circles. You think it's quite alright? All I know is it's making me dizzy just looking at it. Hey you, can't you do anything else? Look, you've angered it. Or perhaps it was some manner of impromptu dance performance. In any case, I can't say I'm terribly keen on seeing what it does next, not when we have a table waiting for us at the Bismarck. So long, Spinny, whatever you are. So it is Senor Sabertender. Which, by the way, mixes two different languages, because Saboten is Japanese for cactus. That's why cactuar is a Sabotender in Japanese. As well as Senor, as we already mentioned, is Spanish. Senor. Anyway, by Senor Sabertender. The only thing that it doesn't make it quite Spanish is it doesn't have the ñ. So I wonder if it's pronounced Senor. Anyway. Bumps his shoulders in visual dismay. He's been like that ever since he got here. What say you? Will you speak with him? Or speak with Senor Sabertender for me and see if you can ascertain what ails him? Alright, Senor Sabertender. What are you up to, my dude? How goes the campaign? Your September strikes a pose, but speaks no words. Unclear if your message reached him. Pointed in that direction. Anger. Or dance, as they mentioned. Oh, up! You also intend to rush off to the west. Perhaps to speak with you in a more secluded location? Maybe it's like the cast members at Disney that they're not allowed to not be in character while they're still kind of in front of everybody. My apologies for dragging you all the way over here. Yeah, it's exactly that. He's a cast member. Damn, he actually looks depressed. Why do I like the look of him? So no, Sabbatender isn't a real Sabbatender? Surely you jest. Everyone knows it's a Lalafell in a costume. The name's Nanaphon. I happen to be that Lalafell. I love the fact that they kept the face really sad as he does the bow, instead of like going to the natural position, facial position for that introduction point. You saw that just now, did you? I did my damnedest to convey the sheer splendor of the gold saucer with my usual Gandhar gestures, but my audience was clearly unimpressed. Alas, my gyration and undulations are merely perplexing poses without the spectacles of the saucer itself. What that I could explain with my own words what they're missing out on? Why don't I then? Is it not obvious? Because we don't want to why don't I then? Is it not obvious? Because we don't want to reveal the future patrons that Senor Sabbatender isn't a real Sabbatender. Not until we secure their patronage at the very least. Whilst donning my costume, I'm forbidden for uttering even a single word. Such is my plight, you see. At this rate, I'll be forced to depart the place having succeeded at nothing but causing quizzical looks and utter confusion. I simply want to join my colleagues in spreading the word of the saucer's splendors across the realm. And that's where I come in. Somehow. What's this? You'd be willing to assist us in our cause. You guys clean me out of much less money than what's her face with the tombstones. So you want to know what? I'll help you guys. Oh boy. Fun times. What a kind and generous soul you have, my adventuring friend. Why? I'm reading it like Kirk. What a kind and generous soul you have, my adventuring friend. Why, your sheer magnanimity brings a tear to my eye. More than a few tears, even. What am I doing here crying? I must prepare to welcome you to our little troop. Pray, let me know whenever you're ready. Nanaphon! Are you ready for your first task? Excellent! Before that, however, allow me to give you an overview of our promotional campaign. We begin with a survey asking for people's impressions of the Gold Saucer. Reviewing the responses, reviewing the responses, we noted that a vast majority of patrons cited the attractions as one of the venue's main selling points. And while it is true that our attractions are a highlight, there is, as you are well aware, so much more to the saucer. So we got to thinking about how to best go about informing the world of our lesser-known delights. I came up with 4 main features of the saucer that I hope to promote to the people. Which shall I explain first? The cacpot isn't that technically? Whatever. You lure the cacpot, go ahead. I don't need to be told this, but let's go. Ah, indeed. Whether it's the mini cacpot, which casual players can enjoy as many as 3 times a day, or the lucrative jumbo cacpot, available once per week. Both offer Gold Saucer patrons with a chance to test their luck and reap lavish prizes. It's easy to enter and with incredible fortunes for the taking. The mini and jumbo cacpots are among the most popular ways to rack up the MGP, which can then be exchanged for a host of alluring prizes. Dream big, enter the cacpot today, only at the Mandeville Gold Saucer. How easy it is to get there. Tell me about it. Though the saucer may seem far away to many, being located at the edge of the Sagoli Desert, did you know that the airship passage is entirely available entirely free of charge from all of Eorzea's major cities? And though the wonders that await you in the saucer's main halls are the main attraction, I'll have you know that the journey via airship is a singular delight in its own right. So why not invite the special someone to soar through the skies on the way to the realm's premier leisure destination, the Mandeville Gold Saucer, only a coin's toss away. God, these are freaking advertisements. The saucer's best kept secret is... Oh ho! I clearly stand before a woman of discerning taste. While the saucer offers no end to games and attractions, refined patrons such as yourself are known to enjoy slipping away to our full-service bar and refreshing libation or two. That's right! We've assembled the realm's greatest barkeeps in order to prepare a plethora of portables sure to wet your whistle and put you in the mood to marvel at the saucer's many wonders. Do be sure to stop by. And now I know why it's so freaking bright and sparkly in there. When you're walking around drunk, it'll probably look freaking amazing. Dude, there's like a giant saber tender right there. Sorry, I think I'm crossing my wires between drunk and high, but whatever. The lavish costumes of the staff. Honestly, I think that there should be some more men dressed up in the bunny outfits just as much as the women. I don't think I'll have a fun time with it, but I know somebody will. Ah, a keen eye for fashion, I see. Then you are sure to appreciate the unique costumes and couture worn by our staff. A wardrobe prepared by the Sultanate's most esteemed tailors to meet the demanding aesthetic sensibilities of our owner, the incomparable Godbert Mandeville. Be sure to bring something to cover your eyes. The sheer gorgeousness of these ornate outfits is likely to blind you if you do not. Yes, that's right. The Mandeville Gold Saucer is a veritable gallery of the most glamorous garb our civilization has ever seen. Well, how did that sound? I dare say I've done a remarkable job distilling the essence of the Gold Saucer's appeal into concise verbiage. Simply remember all of that verbatim, and you'll be ready to help us spread the word of Gold Saucer wherever you go. And with that, I do believe it is time for us to get on with the show, get the show on the road. Allow me to see to my preparations, and we can convene at the Aft Castle when we are both ready. Good? Good. Wait, there's a Boogie Pop Phantom here? I haven't heard of Boogie Pop Phantom forever. Whammo kablamo, haha. Sorry, I just saw, because I saw a, so-and-so slaps Boogie Pop Phantom. That's like a early 2000s, late 90s anime. It was actually really popular back in the day, but I haven't heard a damn thing about it since. That's because it's not running anymore, Breeze. Yeah, people didn't stop talking about Dragon Ball before Super came out, even though that had stopped running for quite some time. Why are you... Oh, because you want to do it too, I was about to say. You've got other people that can barely talk. You don't have to... Alright. Well, whatever. Let's do this. Oh my god, it's Senor Sabatender! You can feel Nanafon's intense gaze upon you from within the Senor Sabatender costume. How the hell does he squeeze into that thing, though? You are filled with determination to share the wonders of the gold saucer with the residents of Limsa Lominsa, alongside your succulent companion. I'm sorry, but, you know. Cactus juice! It's the quenchiest! It'll quench ya! It's the quenchiest! Yes, I had a flashback to freaking Avatar The Last Airbender, and I loved it. Else you want, Drylander? State your business quick, and you best hope it be worth me while. The gold bloody saucer? Why would any pirate in her right mind step foot in that twinkling hellhole? Time to put what you learned to good use and spread the word of the wonders of the saucer. Succeed in drawing the interest of the influential Lominsans, and Nanafon will be surely heartened. The one thing I hated about her first in command, or second in command, I should say. Why does she have white lipstick? That is such an unflattering color. Like, almost anything else would have been great except for white. Anyway. See, of these three, Fortune, she's a pirate. Come on. Haven't you dreamed of your fortune? Huh? Let me tell you plain. No, I don't bloody care. Now get out before I gut you and send you to sleep with the fishes. Because I was thinking that she doesn't care about her outfit, considering that it seems just very functional, but... Oh! Fuck! I forgot! I forgot! She has the hots for the other pirate lord over on the other side of the thing. It's the perfect place to bring that special someone! Ah! See! I got it! Aww. Congratulations, you played yourself. Okay. Special someone? And just who in the hells would that be? Oh, so the shock actually was good because I got at least some certain pirate captain might appreciate the gesture. Who now? If you're implying what I think you are, I'm gonna kill all myself and spend one instant with that lion or son. Aye, you not catch me dead going to your stinking gold saucer with... Ah! Bugger off already. I don't know about that. Sounds like she was a little excited about it. Where are you going? The door's that way! It was even wide open, just... That was interesting. I remembered right at the last second. Like, the first one I thought was like, okay, she don't care about... I stand corrected. Look at that. I don't see any of that at the gold saucer, though. Can we get that corrected? Again, it's not to my taste, but it's to somebody's taste, and I know that there's plenty of my tastes already in attendance there, so I don't have to worry about it. So who will be convincing next? Gordina Ramsay! Why did she have the pompadour? Anyway. What we got here? Who are we convincing in the chef's outfit? The actual... Let's see, do I remember enough about him? I mean, I barely remembered about her. Let's see. Yo-ho! There we go here. Your fair share pricklier than the folks that what I usually show up here at the Bismarck. This is the realm-renowned mascot of the Mandeville Gold Saucer, Senor Sabatenda. The what now? Ah, you're that ice off in the desert. Never been there myself. Afraid much too busy for them silly games. New dishes to don't think themselves up. But you can partake in libations to delight even the most discerning epicure. You don't say. The inspiration could do with some refreshing. Aye, I'll pay this also yours a visit, just as soon as I know me prentices won't burn this place down in the meanwhile. See? Him I knew. He's the guildmaster of the freaking Culinarians Guild. You gotta be kidding me. He cares about his food and nothing else. But like being perfectionist with his food and nothing else. That was easy peasy. Bulwark Hall. Oh. We gotta head downstairs. I believe Bulwark Hall is downstairs strictly, so it should be fine. Oh, there's actually 3 more here. Okay. Hello. You're not who I wanted, though. So I take it back. It's only 2 more. There they go. Already using the new emote. The golden twinkle I didn't know was there, but there you go. We'll start over here. There we go. Chokorun. Chokorun welcome, customer. Customer, be welcome. Not customer? Not come with custom? Sparklies? Kyokurun loves sparklies. Kyokurun can find sparklies at this gold saucer? So we know exactly what we're gonna suggest to him. You can hit the jackpot and become a gillionaire. Sparklies! Lots of sparklies! Kyokurun loves sparklies more than customer. Kyokurun go to gold saucer straight away. Come back with many sparklies. I wonder, going back to it, the other ones are kind of obvious because they mention it, like right before you get started. But would a newer player have any idea of the relationship between the 2 pirate captains? I'm curious. Ah! The Fisherman's Guild. Wabalago. I think I have a feeling I know what I'm going to say here. Here, Chovy Chov! Ye gods, you know Chovy! Nay, from crayfish to catfish, go be to gudgeon. I've seen my fair share of sea creatures, but there's not a puffer in these parts that's so pointy as you. And he makes a marvelous Mandeville mascot! You're one suave sub-attender, certainly. So much so, I suspect you sailed in from the Gold Saucer. I'm sorry to say, but the salted sea types like yours truly ain't suited for sordid gill-seeking. Simpler pleasures are my preference. You don't say! You don't say! But don't you want to feast your eyes on the realm's most gorgeous garb? What's this you say? I can assume that this gorgeous garb adorns the figures of lasses both buxom and bonny. See, I knew that this was his particular weakness. Well, why didn't you say so sooner? I'll net the next airship to the saucer of yours, as still, we should keep this between you and me and the Sabatender. Let's see Spoodno assume I'm off on an extended angling excursion. You've done your best to spread the word of the Gold Saucer amongst the residents. All that's left is to reconvene by the staff, with the staff by the Aft Castle, and hope that your efforts bear fruit. Fruit. I like walking places because I like the to see what's going on around and around. Sonora Sabotender. General Superintendent, there you are. I've heard your orders from our superiors. All staff are to conclude their missions and make preparations to return to the saucer post-haste. You can feel Sonora Superintendent piercing gaze upon you. It seems he strongly wishes to return to the gold saucer with him. I'll take it you're coming back as well. If so, pray, come to the landing as soon as you're able. Come one, come all, it says I'm on the board. I love the fact that it uses basically English script. I believe that's the same both in English and Japanese. You sleepy, buddy? Hmm? Yep, basically that is Chun-Li. Though there's better outfits, but that's probably just the easiest to get together. Now let's head on, quickly do the limbs a bit of this thing before we head over that way. Because if not, this is going to take a little bit longer than I'd like. Shut up! Salt and brine in the air smells great. I honestly do like that. The one thing I don't like about living near a beach, granted I'm not that close to the beach that I can smell salt and brine that much, but specifically is the sand. Coarse, it's rough, and it gets everywhere. I guess he doesn't know that meme because he didn't react to it, or he didn't hear me, one of the two. He didn't hear me. Okay, just making sure. I really wish Thunderclap acted like En Avant. But yeah, the curious as to what we're gonna do for Bass in the next couple days, just because I won't have anything. Sanguine Sirens, really? Both of you might want to stand back if we're gonna have to talk with the Sirens. Maybe they're more amenable to outsiders, but I would think that they're more amenable to outsiders that are, you know, not men. Or they seem to be okay with men when it comes to specifically having a good setup there. Francel might be able to get something out of this for sure. I'm not sure about the old man though. By the Fury. Okay. This is not how you started. No, good. I hope she recognizes me for when I do the culinary quest with her. Greetings and welcome to the missing member. Do you have a reservation, sir? See. I'll do this. I'll. She didn't recognize me. I'm disappointed. And then again, you don't have to do her quests to get to this point for this quest. So they would have had to have written two different things and coded it, and yeah. Oh, come on, my dude. Oh! Oh! I just realized. I know where this is going. Oh, shiitake mushrooms. I know where they are. I know where they are. I believe that the captain of the Krakens is the missing son that he had mentioned. Well, this will be interesting. We should queue up for a leveling roulette here. It'll take us a hot minute to get in there anyway. And it shouldn't, in theory, cause me to ding, because I'm really low. So I won't be wasting the closer to the soul trip later. Well, at least he knew when to cut and run. What instantly closed-minded? Said the person from the Holy See, where they were completely shut off from the rest of us for such a long period of time. Yeah, come on. But at least he caught himself. Yeah, this is where... Yeah, he sees it. Even I see the recognizer. I think the old man would be willing to reveal a treasured house secret to outsiders. Dastardly, despicable pirates, no less. Perhaps there's hope for Ishgard yet. Right, excuse me a moment. Captain! Well, yes, why not? I was just about to bid a guest farewell as per Blix's order not to... What's that? Are you certain? I see. I'll convey the message then. Forgive me for my hasty decision. The captain says he will entertain your proposition, but on one condition. He will only speak to the adventurer here. Seeing how proud, let's see how it is. See if his pride overtakes him or not, right? I see. In that case, I have little choice. Kizara, was it? I have done little to deserve your charity, but I would ask you this one favor. Might I entrust the negotiations to you? Very well then, if you come this way. Captain Caravan of the Caravan of the Krakens waits you up top the stairs. One more thing. You are by no means to speak his name, nor describe his face to anyone in Ishgard, or he will personally have you keelhauled. No hard feelings, of course. And I just remembered, like, at the last second, when he mentioned, your face looks familiar, I'm like, oh, wait a minute, that's right! He's been attached to Ishgard because I thought he ran away. Well, maybe he did, and the story came to his father of getting kidnapped. My associates surprised me with the situation. So this delegation from the sea wishes to establish trade relations with us, do they? The Ishgardians, consumed only with their petty wool, living out their days in that gloomy, frigid land devoid of passion or imagination. Just thinking back on to my dreary days in that miserable place is enough to make me ill. But with the war's end, it would appear that new wind blows into my homeland. While I'm not so naive to assume that they have left their past entirely behind, I will trust the sea's desire for change, as well as that of the man who has come on their behalf, is sincere. Anything to keep that most fearsome Lalafelian acquaintance from yours making things difficult for me. Gerald, the document. This here is an agreement consenting to the formal commencement of trade between the Krakens and House Dundai of the Ishgard. It is in Gerald's name, of course, and marked with the official seal to authorize the transaction. I would appreciate if you could deliver this to the Count de Dudere on my behalf. Quite sure about this, Captain. Let us be thankful for that adventurer showing up when she did. That man had forced his way into my office. I shudder to think of what might have ensued. It's strange, though. For long years, the mere sight of the man's face filled me with loathing. Leave me again now. I only feel this odd sense of nostalgia. And yet, I dare not entertain the thought of doing anything more. It only served to undo all that I have accomplished. No, I have no mind to give up my freedom for whatever I might gain in its place. Yes, this will do. I'm glad I decided to stop and read these because this got good right there. Like before, it's kind of like, okay, whatever, don't really care. Not important. But that was amazing. Well, do you have anything to show for your efforts? Signed by Gerald, and bearing the official seal of the Krakens, and a contract officially authorizes trade between House and Ishgard. Ishgado. Why, this is more than I did hope we would achieve. However did you manage this? I'm gonna make him an offer you can't refuse. I'll do that with Kid at some other point, but for now. He chose to believe in Ishgard's future. He did. Power to know. This man clearly has done his research on our great nation. And I commend him for his wisdom and prescience. I was going to say persistence, but that's not what it said. At any rate, I have accomplished that which I had sought here in Eosia, and we can finally return to Ishgard in triumph, as befitting the Lord of the highest of houses. I am in your debt, Lord Chalamand. And you, Kassar, with this, the day that the finest goods from the realm can be freely traded over the markets in Featherfall is all but upon us. Okay, so we're meeting back up in Ishgard. Aye. So we will do Costa del Sol, because that's actually closer. We'll do Costa del Sol first, and then hop over to the Gold Saucer. Yep. Doesn't matter if I went to the Gold Saucer or not, I'm getting sucked into this thing. Ah, sweet. Something that's not half bad. No chili crab. Smoked chicken. There we go. I forgot. I keep forgetting to charge up my stuff. Yeah, I hit freaking perfect balance for some reason. That was weird. All right, let's do this. Not too shabby, not too shabby. Alright, I still don't have 100%. Fat tornado kick. Don't like it. Here comes them fat pools he mentioned earlier. Sorry, I was reading the chat, the party chat, and he really. I get clipped by that, but that's fine. I'll eat that. Yeah, I thought so. Flint Strike is AoE. Wonderful. Oh, he was the last one? Dang it. I'd really hope that he wasn't at that point in time. because I had hit freaking Howling Fist instead of Forbidden Chakra. I'm gonna wait a second here. I don't know why I'm doing this. Considering the Tornado Kick is not an AoE. Thank you very much. Thank God Lily Rose used Anavant there. Oh my goodness. That would have been a thing and a half. See, now only DPS get to feel what Warrior used to feel like way back when. I gotta work on my positional setups. Not positional setups, than use of perfect balance. Not bad. Gotta remember probably to bust out the almost done. Let me just set it now. Done and done. I love good parties. Not only was that nice, smooth, and to the point, but we also have people who had a bunch of fun. I got chicken nuggies! I got chicken nuggies, chat! I got no comms. I am disappointed. Okay. Oh yeah, this is where you're always sitting anywhere, Wizcat. Oh, what do you mean you found out something? Apologies for having you come all this way, Kisara. Ever since their encounter with the blasphemy, I've been trying to wreck my brain. Sorry, I had a Scottish accent kind of for him, right? Right, that's what we were doing. Wait, let's see if I can do that somehow. Not quite sure what I'm gonna do, but let's figure it out. I've been racking my brain to find a way of dealing with this with its debilitating attack. Sadly, I've come up empty-handed. My companions found no better. That's when I started thinking, if only our finest was still with us. He always had a knack for noticing what the rest of us missed. His eyes were so sharp, he could spot foe from supposed weakness with a single glance. Thanks to him, we were able to slay both Leviathan and Titan, and live to tell the tale. Rob is, well, he's a bit eccentric. And yes, I know you could say that about all the company's members, but unlike us, he prefers to work from the shadows. Truth be told, I've not seen him since they were suspended. I doubt he'd help his old comrades even if we asked. But an order from the company's acting commander would be a different story. In our heyday, we had a way of reaching him. A whistle at the forked road, and sooner or later he'd show himself. Didn't matter when, winter, summer. In broad daylight or in the dead of night, he'd always be watching from afar. Any luck, he's still there now. My round was long enough. Go now. This may be our best and only hope. I know I was mixing a ton of accents there, but I apologize without apologizing. This bloody fork in the road, okay. Very well. So, the person we saw that I didn't have any recollection of makes sense, because we never saw him before. Yeah, I was enjoying my retirement. Why'd you have to go and bloody whistle? Call me Lawrence. I'm the company's resident sharpshooter. At least I was when I was. At least I was in my day. Now you tell me who you are. I've been watching you for quite some time. Don't get the wrong idea. I'm just curious how my former mates are faring. Not as curious as folks were about me, though. First Whiskate, then old Miss Beard himself. As if those old codgers could ever catch me. Now your storied hero comes summoning me forth. Now they say why, you're gonna ask me to help take down the blasphemy. I'm not asking you, I'm ordering you. I'm bigger. I get to do this. You drive a hard bargain. I like that. Who am I to refuse an order from the company's acting commander? So tell me, acting commander, what specific duty would you task me with? I trust you do have a plan. So you need a way to neutralize the beast's most potent attack. I can tell you like getting up and close personal with your foes, so you'll be needing support from distance. Who do you suppose might be best suited to that role? Technically either or, right? But she likes to be up in the face when she's shooting the person. She likes to watch the life... You, of course. Damn right. My eyes are among the keenest in the realm, as you doubtless heard from Whisket. In pure marksmanship, none in Limsa are the Admiral's equal. Yet Merweb is ill-suited for a supporting role. Not for lack of skill, of course, but rather, come to think of it, there's something you should know. Follow me. Follow me, and you'll see. Follow, 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 follow. Are we here to see the dancers practice? Now, where are you? Wait. You're higher up? Oh! Hello! I thought it was... Okay. Ah, this is actually a pretty good time of day to do this. Quite the view, wouldn't you say? Come here often in the sea. If you would, indulge me a moment and I'll spin you a yarn. Just try not to doze off. I'm assuming that's... I'm forgetting what his name is, but the guy who was Mistbeard. Obviously, I see what the equivalent is. It's gotta be freaking Merweb. And then obviously him. Back in the piracy's golden age, the League of Lost Bastards ruled Ronto. I was one of them, as was Merweb. We were led by none other than the old man Blowfist Blowswain. Isn't that Merweb's last name too? I think about it. We'll find out. The most feared captain in all the high seas. Feared by his enemies, that is. Stern and unforgiving though he was, he took me under his wing and showed me the ropes. He and I share a hairstyle, I just noticed. Aye, he was like a father to me. Just all. For that fateful day. Was in the year 1562 of the sixth astral era. The merchantmen were struggling with nigh constant raids by the Saga. Around this time, Blofus had yielded the day-to-day leadership of the bastards to Millwood, his pride and joy. Okay, so that's right. So then, her second in command isn't basically her father in this case, right? She was still growing into the role, though, and everyone knew the old captain was still calling the shots. Old Blofus had a noble streak, he did. Ordered us to defend the traders from the fishbacks. Millwood led the effort, and we fought day after day to keep the sea safe. The fighting was fierce, but we always came out of it in one piece, until we didn't. Let me read that better, because the dots are somewhere else. And I like the way I just thought about this, okay. The fighting was fierce, but we always came out of it in one piece. Until we didn't. Until after a skirmish, Sargon Survivor, with his last breath, summoned forth the Lord of the World. The great beast toppled our mast and cracked the keel like an egg. We clambered aboard the merchantman as our own ship sank. Not to do but wait for the end. But then comes Blofus with his bleeding flotilla out of nowhere to pull us out of the fire. And he did. But the League of Lost Bastards would never be the same again. For even though we'd escaped with our lives, we soon discovered that the Captain Blofus, our iron-willed, unwavering leader, had fallen under Leviathan's thrall. Of course, in those days, we didn't know much about drowning or tempering. I didn't know what to make of our captain as he grew more haggard by the day, his words devolving into crazed rambling. Then, one day, he vanishes, taken off with half our men. Not long after, a band of pirates calling themselves the Serpent Reavers began taking prizes in the Indigo Deep alongside the Sagahin. The Sahagin, sorry. I keep flipping that. The Sahagin. And at their helm was none other than old Captain Blofus, who cast us lot with the fistbacks. Millwood knew what had to be done. And to her credit, she didn't check from the date. She acted quickly, sneaking off undercover night with a skeleton crew without so much as telling me. Of course, that didn't stop me from stowing myself in the cargo hold and joining on her voyage. She was none too happy to see me at first. Wanted to leave me out of it, she said. But seeing as I made myself known when she was struggling to fend off her old reavers and fishbecks, it wasn't hard to win her over. Her twin muskets fell in one after the next, as my sharpshooting kept us safe from Aha. We cut path to the center of the isle. It was there that we found Blofus, or rather, the miserable wretch who he'd been reduced to. All bones, with his skin shriveled and a tangled mat of white hair. Eyes bulging from his head like a fish as he prayed to the Lord of the World. Millwood challenged him to a duel, and a dim memory must have flickered in his drowned mind, for he accepted. And so, with only me there to witness it, Millwood ended her father's life. The League of Lost Bastards would have lived up to its name were it not for Millwood. She assumed full command and restored us to our former glory. Not long after, she triumphed in the Trident and was named Chief Admiral of Limsa. I often think back on that day, seeing her charge into battle, muskets blazing. Might seem reckless to some, but that's how Captain Blofus taught her. She knows no other way. And that's why I made it my job to support her from the shadows. And it's a role in which I'll happily serve again. I owe that much to her, old man. My only doubt was whether you, my friend, were worthy of commending me. But watching you FMFR has answered that question. Aye, they'll risk getting the rest of my no-good companions that Lauren stands with them. That was actually a pretty good tale. Oh, we're getting actually... I think the only one where we didn't really get a flashback so far for, because we got a flashback in the tank quest for the leader of Gridania. We got a flashback here for Merwib. The mage quest, we didn't get a flashback for the Ishgardian leader. I haven't done the physical ranged yet, which that'll be for Dome, I believe. So what are we missing? Oh, we had an Uldal one, right? Healer was Gridania. No, tank was Gridania. Tank was Gridania. Healer was... Oh. This will probably be the faster way about it. Here we go. Tank quests. Yeah. Gridania. The healer role quest went with... I must have blitzed through it because I don't... Maybe there wasn't that much... Because we'd already done flashbacks with him, so we really didn't need it. Or maybe I'll just blitz through it. Honestly, it's highly likely that I just blitz through it. What am I missing here? Why am I missing these two? Oh, because this is DPS. So magical range, physical... Right. It's not done because I'm not done with the melee, and then because they separate, because this is the physical DPS role, magical DPS, magical range DPS role. But this is physical all combined, where it's split the physical between melee and ranged. So that's what's left here. Okay. Okay. I'm not crazy. You're crazy. Shut up. I haven't done these New Game Plus stuff. Oh, right, because I haven't finished. I had made mention. The 24-man's. I didn't finish the full quest of the other one. My nose is itchy. Did Lauren show himself? Now there's a surprise. I had some hope your words might reach him, but never did I imagine he would agree so readily. Just one thing, Kisara. I'd appreciate if you didn't mention Lauren's involvement to the company, and Daniel in particular. They'll find out soon enough regardless. At any rate, this gives us new hope in our battle against the blasphemy. All that remains is to set the snare and lure the beast into our clutches. Our scouts look for on the lookout for the creature as we speak. If the latest reports are to be believed, we are drawing ever closer. And that explains why he actually did it from range and actually came and helped out in the last quest. Because Merwib was in the crossfire. So that was the whole reason for that. And with that, I'd best get back to it. I trust you can report the latest these latest developments of the Maelstrom. Till we meet again, Commander. So what we'll do here is turn this in and we'll queue up for the last dungeon. Yeah, this is just a turn in. I'm not going to worry. Lawrence, why does that ring a bell? You know what? Let me unlock it at least. Despite our best efforts, the blasphemy continues to elude us. For the time being, we... Sorry to interrupt. I have an incoming communication from Whisket. Why do I always let it ring twice? Commander, we've ensnared ourselves a blasphemy. Well, we've our erstwhile companion Riol to thank. No, knowing that the creature was once a Sahagin queen, he kept a close eye on the spawning grounds. Sure enough, he spied a massive black shadow moving beneath the water not long ago. After receiving word, Shamani Lamani directed the Maelstrom warships to the vicinity to herd the beast with cannon fire into the Sastasha sea grot. We're going back to Sastasha? No! Why are we... I hate it. Isolated as the sea grot is, we can engage our foe without putting small folk at risk. Any words for your men, Commander? The duty is the strong is to protect the weak. You don't have to tell me twice. I've been aching for a rematch. Rushing blindly and will go poorly for you as it did the first time. Knowing you, I'm sure you'll show up just in time to see me deal the killing blow. Now, we cannot, can we not save our vitriol for the quarry, which I've lured to the perfect spot, and is now waiting patiently for all of you to put it out of its misery? Psh! Psh! Brayflock's gobby booms blast over the big blasphemy into bitty pieces! A motley crew you'll never find, but will serve you well when the battle's joined. Believe you me. This is Melweb. I will ready a warship at once. Assemble outside the wench once you've seen to your preparations. For the time has come. I shall pray for your victory. I'm going to assume that that's a queued instance. And we will queue for an instance of our own. That's the last one, okay, buddy? Too much sugar if you keep eating those. Okay? You hear me? You hear me? I said that's the last one, because if not, you're not going to be able to sleep with too much sugar in your system. Yeah, we have an instance. Okay, because I can free teleport back here, we will, while we wait for that queue to pop, which shouldn't take that long, I would pray. I gotta go look up maps. What is the shield? That's the Ultima Holy Shield, so that must be from, yeah, how bright it is. Whoa! The model is the... Those must be from Ultimates, like Ultima. Everyone's using their new emotes. Social hospitality, man could get used to this. What? Hold on. Cute girl gigging for the sparklies. Where are the sparklies? How many times do I tell you I'm not bloody interested? You're here, and then social hospitality. We already got that. Do you allow me to guide you with your special someone? Okay, we'll see more when we get back, I suppose. But this will pop us to 90. Yeah, I think this tank is new, actually. Bakuapu? Here we are. I'll save the next set for the boss. There we are. Or not. Okay, I have one charge to start. Oh, I messed it up. Oh, seconds, and then I'll have another big burst. My nose is itchy. Percher. Hmm.
そのエーテルの流れに乗れば真相にたどり着けるはずよ。なんて濃いエーテルなの。これ以上は通信が届かない。
Just don't make use of it with that. I haven't finished all of them. God, this dungeon effed me up something fierce with all the memories. Did I miss? There we are. So many healing items, Jesus. Okay. There was something I could have done there. There we go. We are finished. I love this flying animation. I wish we would see it more often, but obviously. Then what's the point of mounts, right? So now my other one is going to be Phantom Rush, which is good. No striking stuff. Why? I'm so glad. I'm so happy that I'm done with melee. Oh wait, no, I'm not. I'm nowhere near done melee. Well, let me rephrase that. I am halfway done with melee because I haven't done Dragoon Reaper yet, so. Gotta say, I love all the monks animations. It feels so nice. I'm trying to save the Phantom Rush for the start of the boss, since the boss is right there. All these aiming bracelets. Stop it! Too many aims. I want more punchies. I figured that's what was happening. Almost done. Curtain call. Can't do Phantom Rush quite yet. Let me hit this now. I love the animation of a Phantom Rush. I'll wait, I'll wait, I'll wait. Yay! I got all the combinations. Your probably a pre-made party. So what does this guy have to say? I guess not yet. Yeah, he's probably just talking shop. So I man get himself one of those drinks they're saying that are the top of the realm. Ah, clearly you're an individual of discerning tastes. Right this way, my good sir. As you can see, business is booming. I'm pleased to say that we've even welcomed quite a few new guests from Lincoln. Clearly, the efforts of my colleagues have paid off in more ways than one, and they could not have done it without you. Master Roland, there you go. Master Roland will doubtless be thrilled. Would that we could continue our promotion efforts of field for a while longer, but I feel we need every able-bodied attendant here at home to deal with the ever-burgeoning crowds. That's your cue, Senor Sambatenda. Give our guest a warm welcome, Gold Saucer style. In any event, I thank you. Not only have you helped us expand our clientele, but, as you can see with your own eyes, Senor Sabatenda is back to his typical energetic self. As his colleague and his friend, I cannot begin to express my gratitude. I can, however, offer you this small token of thanks. Till our paths cross again, and may fortune smile upon you at the saucer. What did he give me, though? Oh, the book for the... okay. Senior advisor. Ha 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 ha. Ah ha ha ha. Oh, I forgot to use this. Oh, I got the I'm on the Undying card. Nice, I got a bunch of things. The F is going on here. View party finder. I could do that. I haven't done my stuff this week. Alright. And now... where is it? Yeah, show left, show right. Hold on. And I've forgotten where I had moved return to, considering how infrequently I use it. All right. No. Don't invisible barrier cuck me. There we go. You'll tumble to your death, Kasara. I've tumbled further and lived. But yeah, what was it? Yeah, Phantom Rush. Tornado Kick does... It was an AoE. Why do I... But yeah, 850 to 1,150. Nice. I love the animation of it, though. Into the firmament. Actually, wanna know what? Because there is a little bit of a cool lore bit here. I especially in reference to. That's right. I forgot that Steven is part of the same house. I mean, like, I guess they kind of all look the same. Sorry, that was racist. Actually, his family is. They actually do kind of look the same across the board. We only got one deal, but okay. What about the other dude? I mean, like, yeah, no. To be fair, I am very important. I get it, but. I mean, aren't you in charge of this Sky Steel manufacturer? Wouldn't you know whether or not it has opened up a branch in Featherfall? What are the other two? Damn right you did. Yeah, he's doing his own. Hey! I'm all for character development. That's good. I like this. So I guess there was other deals that I kind of skipped over. And that's probably the unlock of the crafting gathering quest stuff, which is for level 80, so I'm a little behind on it, but it could at least provide some good stuff that I need. Nice. Nice. Nice, nice. Freshest catches of the day. Shipped from freaking Limsa to here? Nah, man. Nah, man. None of that. Is another. Okay. Considering the picture, I'm already spoiled on who it is. I'm wrong. Drillmon! Kisara, the Count mentioned there was someone he wished to introduce me, but I didn't expect it to be you. Tell me, how have you fared since we met? Mayhap I should have surmised the two of you were already acquainted. Kisara, a Kisara company Lord Frenchel, and I on our trade delegation to the Three Nations, which I dare say would not have been nearly as successful without her insight. Since returning home, I've been pondering many a matter. Long has House Durindai stood at the fore and done his sworn duty to protect our countrymen from heretics in the Horde. But now Ishgard enters a new era. In these changing times, now, how must House Durindai adapt to serve our fair nation? This is the question that most occupies my thoughts of late. Our nation must be... as our nation must turn its eyes to the outside world, I would once more look within. House Durindai shall see that our nation thrives as never before, and every Ishgardian is able to reap the benefit of peace and prosperity. I'm not sure what to say, my lord. Clearly your journey has quite an effect on you. Needless to say, I wholeheartedly agreed with your noble aim, and promised to offer whatever aid is in my power to offer. My knights, as well, are searching for ways in which they might serve the people now that their blades are no longer needed. Should you lack for manpower, you need but say the word. Very good. I would first task them with carrying out some long overdue restorations in Broom, which unfortunately remains in the most sorry state. But it will not suffice to physically rebuild the city. No. For our citizens to truly prosper, we must need a steady flow of goods and services. A healthy economy is the lifeblood of any nation, after all. To that end, I intend to put House Dudare's fleet of airships to use in shuttling materials to and from far-off lands. You rode one of our vessels when you aided us in reclaiming the Stone Vigil, did you not? Did I? Was that hard mode? It must have been hard mode. You will forever have my gratitude for your efforts that day. In any event, we will have needs of pilots and machinists, and far greater numbers than we have now. There are many here who would benefit from learning a trade by which they may earn their keep. We will recruit these individuals and train them to the best of our ability. For this, I would enlist the services of a knowledgeable and patient instructor. Mayhap there's someone you could recommend, Lord Drimon. See, that one I know how to pronounce. I don't know why. Why, yes, I do believe I know just the man. He knows our airships inside and out and has an admirable passion for sharing his craft with those around him. He is battle-tested as well, and he was the very pilot who served to help us reclaim the Stone Vigil, after all. His name is Sestivald. Do not let his youth fool you. He is as knowledgeable as he is reliable as many men twice his age. That said, there is a rub. I have seen neither hair nor hide of him. No, I did that reverse, but whatever. Since the war ended. He suffered a wound in his last battle, and I've heard rumors that he has since fallen on hard times. Many such men eke out living in the boom these days. It is a most unfortunate situation, but one does not reflect well on our house or our nation. We must be right by these brave souls, and we must do it now. And so I turn to you, Kisara. Might I task you with seek out this Sestivald? I want to say Sevastopol from freaking Alien Isolation. I have already drawn up a contract that you might deliver it to the man. I would approach the man directly, but our recent foray into the Three Nations has convinced me that when it comes to negotiating with the common folk, you are far more capable than I. Besides, if I am to bring my plans to fruition, there's another whose aid I must petition, and with all haste. Will you do me this favor and speak with Sestivald in my stead? Then I too will return to White Brim Front and recruit as many knights as I can for the cause. That would be most appreciated, Lord Drimon. And with that, I take my leave. May your meeting with Sestivald be a fruitful one. It's amazing. I freaking love this game so much. I wonder what this other one unlocks. I'll have to check that out later. Hard times? Yeah. Over here. You alright, buddy? Yes, I'm Sestivald. Who's asked? By the Fury. Are mine eyes to be believed? Elaborate epistle. A missive draft in flowery workmanship on fine parchment adorned with the exquisite seal of House Dudare. What's this? Count Charlemagne de Dudare would personally entreat your services as an instructor and mentor to aspiring airship pilots throughout the... Look, you may be slayer of gods, but if this is your idea of jest... It's true, you say? Then of course I accept. I would be a fool not to. Though why the lord of the highest of houses and a hero such as yourself would turn to broken-bodied nobody rotting his days away in the broom was beyond my comprehension. Pray, allow me to say that it was a true honor to have you on board my airship during the operation to retake Zone Vigil. The mere memory of that triumph has carried me through the darkest of days. At any rate, the letter goes on to state that should I accept the offer, I'm to report to the site of the planned training facility, which according to this is to be constructed here in the Broom at once. I do believe I am inclined to do just that. Might I be so bold as to ask you to accompany me? It has been some time since I consorted with nobles, and I fear I might do something to embarrass myself. Please, make a dash. I know that when Drac had asked about it during the media day, it was something that was kind of definitely in the fold of the stuff. According to the letter, this is the site in question. The site in question is just beyond here. Shall we? And I think that Yoshi P gave it a good think, but I think probably programming and timing with other things is going to take it some time to do it. It says no entry, though. Yay! Ah! You must be Sevestevald. On behalf of House Durindai, I thank you for entertaining my offer. Allow me to get straight to the matter at hand. As you may know, Lord Francel's efforts to bolster trade with some of the most prestigious merchants from the three nations has borne considerable fruit. As such, we have need for capable airships and pilots to shuttle supplies to and fro. Lord Drimon has spoken highly of your expertise, and I would have you train the next generation of pilots who will steer Ishgard to a brighter future. It is my hope that this will also serve to provide an honest and profitable trade with numerous unfortunate souls who call this place home. My lord, I do not know what to say. You showed great mercy to this battered, broken man and give him a chance to rebuild his life in a way he never imagined. I am honored and blessed to accept your offer. As long as I draw breath, I will serve your cause with every ounce of my strength and passion that I am able to muster. There's also a matter of securing the funds necessary to operate the new facility, as well as maintain our fleet. Lord Edmond? Count de Photon. Count de Photon. I love this guy so much. Hell, I remember, I was watching somebody do the MSQ, specifically that last climb up the stairs, and he cried at the same points, or not the same points. He cried there too, different people, different characters, but for sure. But I still recall when it reminded me while I was driving that how much I bawled when I heard Count de Photon's voice and Midgard Sormers. There's also the matter of securing funds necessary. Lord Amont, I trust you. I can count on the House of House Photon this matter. That is no longer my decision to make, but I will consult a tutorial, and I see no reason why he would not be receptive to your cause. When you arrived at Photon Manor, and said you would speak with me in private, I must admit I had my doubts at what you had in mind. But I cannot very well turn a blind eye to the underprivileged men, women, of our society, can I? Not when a savior of Ishgard stands before me, ready to fight them. That is why you brought Mistress Arazora here, is it not? You may think yourself subtle, Lord Charmand, but I am wise to your ways. After all, this is not the first time you have brought me around to your cause. Though this time at least I can say it is a noble one. For years, houses Durdari and Fortan have struggled for supremacy. But we are not so different, you and I. Why are you using that specific phrase? We are not so different, you and I. Oh, God. Is it such a terrible thing that we take advantage of each other from time to time? I think not. Besides, I cannot very well let you live a life of leisurely retirement while I remain on the front lines, fighting for men and women who have been forgotten for far too long. As members of Ishgard's most privileged class, it is our calling to lead our nation into a new era of prosperity and enlightenment. And I, for one, have no intention of shirking this duty. Why can't this be people in the real world? Now it's open. Looks a little bit better, though not perfect, obviously. I could wear that hat again. No, you bugger. You're swinging it all wrong. Thanks to your efforts, House Durdar and Fortan have awakened to the plight of Ishgard's poor and suffering. The restoration of the broom has begun in earnest. Broom restoration. I didn't even know this was a thing. Alright. Before we head to bed, let's do the level 90 melee quest, shall we? Shall we? Alright. Because I assume that this... How about I use the teleport thing? Too late now. I was going to think about buying some stuff for the monk. Ah, Kisara. The others should be along soon. And I get synced to 550 anyway. So it wouldn't make much difference. The blasphemy is contained within the Sestasha Sea Grot. They'll be there to meet his end, Navigator willing. Shh, would that my brothers and I could join you in the fight. And yet, blasphemous as it may be, the beast was once our mother. I understand, Noel. Forgive us for what we must do. Were there a means to reverse the transformation, we would do all in our power to bring your mother back. Sadly, there's nothing left for her to save. For the future of the Sahagin, and Limsa alike, the blasphemy must be laid to rest. And when the deed is done, I will bring your brothers, even the crushing tide, aboard the great ship we call Vilbrand. I do not want to slay your mother, but this is the thing she has become, a mindless beast who would enslave and kill her own. It is an affront to the memory of who she was. It is not her. It is not. Remember this always. You must. Speaking from experience, I will not ask you to shoulder the burden of matricide. When the time comes to strike the final blow, I will do the deed. Shh. Admiral. All you say is true, and yet... Commander! I've sighted a group of fishbacks, crushing tide most like, heading straight for the sea grot. You best make your way here, and fast! Time to move out. Then, any words for your men before we set sail? Today, the blasphemy falls. You've grown into this role quite well, haven't you? But enough talk. It's time to show the realm that the company of heroes haven't lost a step. Aye! We'll stand a better chance of slipping past the crushing tide if we split up. Kisar and I will go together, while the rest of you take a different route. Let us brook no further delay. To Sestasha. To where this all began. I'm so stoked for this. Let's go. Shh, my queen. I beg of you. Pray show your loyal son mercy. Yeah, no, that's not happening. Oh, he got what he deserved. It's Dao, or what's left of him. Pincered. Shh! Speaker Dao! Why would our queen do such a thing? It is as the Shorewalkers say. What we thought is a blessing is in truth a terrible curse. Shh! The horror. We must away at once. And leave the Shorewalkers to face our Queen Mother alone. No, I will stand with them. You mustn't sully your hands with the blood of your mother. Go and be with your kin. Go. Shh. Forgive me. I saw. I was beginning to think you wandered off a cliff, Lawrence. Must you say it like that? I prefer to think of myself as fashionably late. But enough talk. It comes. I think I mixed a little bit of Merwib into that one, but that's okay. She has such a distinct voice in my head, I love it. Oh, here we go. Here it comes. We're counting on you, Lawrence. Leave it to me. Aye. No enemy's weakness escapes my eyes. Just one shot here, and... Machinist. Aye, there we go. Yeah, how easy that was. I reckon you could do it too, acting commander. I see, I see. God, more of these things? The triggers won't work on us anymore. Ain't that right, acting commander? The wall has fallen. Whoa! Badass. Oh my god, Merritt, why? Why you do this to me? Why you do? No, why? I just popped perfect balance! Way to go. You best be wary. Come over here. We hit all of these at once. Let's go! Yeah. Oh, one survived. Ow! No end to them. Prepare yourselves. Here they come. Seconds, and I'll have perfect balance up again. This is a weird version of Shiva circles. I think I needed to stand with them. Yee. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do, just to make this go a little bit faster. We will go pick up some gear. A very little bit of gear. And then we'll do that and then we'll finish. What's the bis for monk? Because of the two, the striking two, I would definitely do monk. It's much more fun and active, in my opinion. I take it back. Not quite like super active, but the way the monks have things set up here. Okay, here we go. Alright, here we go. Holy moly, that GCD is fast. But okay. Radiant hands, radiant legs. So we'll go with the legs then. Yeah. Yeah, here. Get new gloves here. I'll just upgrade the left side. All right. The only thing is I know that the hands were apparently full. Don't need those. I could get rid of these. Okay. With fresh gear, let's give this another shot. Let's punch things. There's a lot of Asphodella stuff for the monk. Oh, I love these Tonfa though. The fact that they're bladed Tonfa. Oh, that's sexy as heck. Let me at least put the rest of the gear on the samurai real quick so then I can turn in all the striking stuff afterwards. I can do this on samurai too in technicality. And it has the better weapon. But then again, item level sync to 550. Yeah, I'm 573 here. Not only do I have more fun on the monk, but 560. Nice! It's fine. I have better gear now. Get over yourself. We've already seen this. Don't need to watch a cutscene more than once. After I finish this battle, we're going to bed, okay, buddy? You want to get ready otherwise? Put on pajamas and stuff? What sucks is I'm not given the opportunity to charge up my chakra. Good thing Merrill didn't screw me over this time. Five, four, three, two, one. I was still in the middle of my freaking Fist of Fire rotation. Alright, we're doing good. I just popped Fist of Fire. You absolute biche. Go stand with them. I'm in this. I'm in the circle. Yeah. Okay, so that's story based. I'm sitting there like, ow. No! Nice! I'm healing up a lot faster than they are. Baller. Let's go. Got it. Whew. That was actually pretty cool. I like that. I will not ask for your forgiveness, but this I promise. You will be remembered for the mother you were. Shh, Admiral. I have no words. Our Queen Mother returns to the depths in eternal slumber. With your strength, you could have crushed us easily. Why did you spare our lives? The beasts and blasphemies are born from the despair of our hearts, but no more. I would break the cycle. Though Dao may have been blind to it, I believe a future where Sagahagen and Lominson live in harmony. Even after losing who she was, your queen made for your spawning grounds, and it is there she drew her last breath. When your next queen is crowned, know that she will have a safe space to raise her young. Once you have selected a suitable location, Limsa Lominsa will recognize and honor your claim. A promise for which we are grateful, Admiral. But what of the other peoples of Vilbrand? The kobolds are open to the idea. The details will need to be negotiated, but I'm confident we can reach an agreement. Sahagen, Kobold, and Lominson alike yearn to abide in peace. We can make it so. Oh! Make it so! Shh! I have never fought alongside shorewalkers before, but I must say, it felt good. We have fought our neighbors for generations. It has won us only suffering and tragedy. I beg of you, lay down your spears. Shh. 'Twill take time and effort to bridge the gulf between our peoples, but bridge it we shall. Bye-bye. You're not as good at sneaking away, are you? Staying hidden is one thing. Sneaking away is a whole different deal. I dare say we have a lot of talking to do as well, don't we, Commander Lawrence? Ah, Daniel. If you'd just allow me to explain. Let us be off before they drag us into this mess. What's the matter? I'm just about done. Shh, forgive us for what we've done, Queen Mother. Shh, why did we ever believe that monstrosity was a blessing? What fools we were. At last, it is over. We can take pride in the respite we've won, but we must never forget for those who could not be here with us to enjoy it. Shh! Fighting with Kobe friends give Brave Rocks good feels. Wondering where I was during the battle? Well, I wasn't slacking off. If that's what you're implying. My duty was to protect the ship and to ensure our safe return, truly. I mean, like, you're blind, so... I dare say it was blasphemy. I dare say that blasphemy was the most formidable foe. Our company has ever faced. I must further hone my skills, lest the next enemy prove too much to handle. Oh there. Good to see our acting commander hale and hearty. Who invited this bloody bastard anyway? Perfect timing, acting commander. You must save me from this bloodthirsty bastard. Well, Lawrence, let's hear your excuse. And it better be a good one. Why in Seven Hells were you skulking about the shadows while we did all the dirty work? Ha! Like you'd lot would be any happier if I showed myself sooner. I can hear you wigging now. What? Why? What? You didn't think we were gonna handle this on my own? I'd be bloody furious regardless. Don't think I've forgotten what happened, or rather didn't happen on the day of our duel. Even though the future of the company hung in the balance, I waited and waited and waited for some goddams more, and you still never showed up. But I've got you now, and I will have satisfaction. Give Lawrence a penchant for late arrivals, but I couldn't help but worry too. To say he cut it fine would be an understatement. And not by choice, as usual. My scouts observed him roaming near Costa del Sol not long ago. It would seem our commander's willful sense of direction has not improved in the least. I am honestly surprised you never realized, Lynn Daniel, that was to blame for his extreme tardiness. That the commander didn't arrive at the agreed-upon location for your duel after the sun had risen and set half a dozen times. Navigator, take me. Shamani, you promised you would stay you would stay between the two of us. Brayflux, you have a kind word or two for your commander, don't you? Shh. Commander Lawrence, commander no more. New commander, friend to gobbies everywhere. Does many sweat works for gobby kind. And here I thought you were too much of a coward to face me in battle. Come now, Len Daniel, you know me better than that. Then it's settled. We fight here and now. On your guard! Put that thing down, I say! You can hurt someone with that! It's hard to believe that he was once the glue that held this merry band together. That's right, if you hadn't realized the obvious, Lawrence is our former commander. Forgive me for not saying it plainly sooner. Didn't want you to think we doubted your leadership. He's got his quirks, but as you saw, he's a force of nature on the battlefield. Anyhow, I think we can all say your stint as acting commander has been a rousing success. Now, I reckon it's time for you to give your final order. Shh! Company of Heroes band break once more? Brayflox never liked parting with gobby friends. Here. I may have my complaints, but when we're together, a good fight's never far away. You only need a company or a commander to get you that. And should Limsa again be in peril, there's nothing stopping her from rising to the occasion. Till then, you're all strong enough in your own right. Why not serve the weak in your own ways?
It punches camera and oh God.
Okay, so they're gonna say this. You have quite a ton of duty, but all good things must come to an end. Any parting words before we go our separate ways? Give Gary Jr. my best regards. Finally. I can enjoy him as semblance of peace again. At least as much as a peace man can enjoy while waiting hand and foot on the Lord of Costa del Sol. It may have been a rush sailing at times, but I'd rather enjoy serving under you, acting Commander Kisara. Well, if you got something to say, let's hear it. Return to the wheels and keep murdering to a minimum. Ha! As if I needed you to tell me. Well, I enjoyed the diversion. I know as well as any of my true places in Gridania, leading a respectful life. You may have not been the perfect commander, but the 12 is my witness. I hope to fight by your side again. Pero. I await your orders, Commander. I have my responsibilities. A tribe that wants for my guidance and protection. I can ill afford to tarry here much longer. Nevertheless, it is with some regret that I take my leave. For all their faults, of which they have many, they are my companion, and I will miss them. Well, let's hear it, Commander. You owe me a bottle of your finest Bacchus. Indeed, indeed. I mean to return to Wineport as soon as I've tied up a few final loose ends here. Speaking of wine, I've always preferred the older vintages. Left to sleep in their barrels for many a summer, they come out tasting better than ever. One might say the same of our own company. Shh! Brayflox wants busy work. Brayflox awaits Uplander's lip flaps. No more cheese wars. Please. Shh. Brayflox feels heavy heart, but accepts Uplander's bossy words. Brayflox had good times and happy feels with gobby friends, but good times will come again, and when they do, new boomsticks will bring blasty doom with much fastness. Lawrence? And on that note, I ought to be on my way. Slipping away again, are we? You're a creature of habit. I resented you for it at the time, you know? But I think I understand now. Better to shun fame and not serve as an example for glory seekers too eager to fight and too quick to die. You're overthinking it. I'm a creature of whimsy, a man who lets the tailwind carry him where it will. But more importantly, this new age belongs to the new blood, and I've had my day in the sun. If you succeed in broker and priest with the beastmen, there'll be no need to worry about primals, and the company can go into permanent retirement. And then I can say I did right by the old man. If you hadn't been there for us both, I don't know if I could have pulled the trigger. Thank you, Lawrence. Brother. Bah, I did nothing. It was you who shouldered the Captain Blowface's burden. And that of the entire league. I'm sorry, Milwib. I know it hasn't been easy for you. But I dare say you worked hard enough. Maybe us company folk aren't the only ones in need of retirement. But I've said too much. Lawrence holding his tongue. Gods, you have changed. But yes, my greatest test as Admiral still lies ahead, as we steer the great ship Vilbrand towards a new future. Hey, you truly are your father's daughter. I owe you my thanks too. I dare say you did almost as good a job at keeping my men to task as I could have done. A hunch, but something tells me our paths may cross again. But forgive me if I carry on as if I've never seen you before. Not unlike my old friend Miss Beard, I prefer to keep my past in the past. And with that, I'm off. Take care of yourselves. The blasphemy is no more, but we will never know lasting peace until the crushing tide agrees to lay down their arms. It will be a daunting task, but as we saw in Sestasha, they are not beyond reason. I will do all in my power to see that your efforts and the sacrifices of my brothers were not in vain. Shh, forgive us. Even after being freed from false god's thrall, we still clung to our hateful beliefs. It was easier to hearken to Speaker Dao's every word than to turn a blind eye to the harsh truth. Easier and cowardly.
I will return and speak with my brothers of the crushing tide. I will tell them of our Queen Mother's sacrifice and the vision of hope that you have shared with us. I only ask that you give us time and trust us to make our own decision. You have my word. If you would not be adverse, let us return to the spawning grounds together. Adventurer, I have no words to express my gratitude to you. I will repay you the only way I know how, by doing my part to usher in an age where Shorewalker and Sahagin stand as one.
Admiral? Just us now, it would seem. Ever since we achieved our measure of peace with the kobolds, I prayed this day would come. Though it is, of course, only a beginning. Negotiations must be held, and words exchanged in earnest will invariably lead to flared tempers and bruised egos. But such things will always accompany meaningful progress. The history of Vilbrand was one of bloodshed, but we have the power to change our ways. After all, it is clear that we are united by more similarities than we are divided by our differences. I will share what I have seen of the Sahagin with my fellow Laminsons and listen closely to their doubts and concerns. For it must be a harmony not foisted upon them from above, but one which they aspire to their own free will. No doubt Nolan and his brothers feel the same. Again, you have come to Limsa's aid, my aid, at a time when we needed it most. When next we meet, I hope 'twill not be as Admiral and Adventurer, but as friends, mayhap trading war stories over ales at the Wench. Hell yeah. I'm taller than her, hell yeah! Banana bread? Hell yeah! But for now, I must return to my duties. Drafting reports and decrees is hardly the most exciting part of my role, but it is a necessary one. If you happen to pass through Razathan, pray share your exploits with the delegate there. Doubtless he'll be interested to hear your first-hand account. One day, I will lay down these muskets of mine for good. But not yet, Father. Not yet. Alright, to Razathan to finish this up. Wow. Isara, you return. Pray, tell us what news from my homeland. It's on fire. Extraordinary! A chance at peace with the Sahagin? This is indeed. Without a doubt, you have helped dispel this pall of despair that once hung over all of Vilbrand. And now live for new and hope. Yeah, this is not as important as the other one. Yahoo! Oh, I could have bought it, actually. This stuff is better anyway. I love Monk. New Monk is so much fun to do. Anyway, hey Jaden.
Huh?
I got before we go to bed, I got a new thing that is
Nice.
but I'm gonna do a meme.
Oh,
You ready?
yeah.
And this is where I put the trophy. If I had one! You know that meme?
You done with the stream?
I'm gonna finish it up right now. But yeah, so that'll be it for tonight. I might stream over the weekend. I'll think about it. Just to get some more MSQ and stuff done. But I need to see what timing and all that other jazz. But we need to go to bed. It's late, and this little one needs to die. I mean, go to bed. He's not even paying attention. Either way, you guys have been 10 out of 10 with me, and I'll see you guys next time. If I don't find the time to stream over the weekend, I'll try and stream on Monday. Or I'll make the greatest attempt to stream on Monday. But either way, have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, wherever it is that you are, and I will see you guys then.